Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the channel, and I'm back here with a double upload for the NBA news, so let's get right into it. So, we talked about a few days ago how Josh Richardson would be a good fit. Some teams are interested in Josh Richardson, where I think a good team could be or I talked about where a good fit for him can be, and the Spurs are seeking an expiring contract and a second round pick for Josh Richardson, per Amico Hoops. And there's even in a second, maybe Evan Fournier from the Knicks and a second round pick who's an expiring contract. But I don't think it is expiring, but technically is. Technically he is because he has a team option. But you'd rather see him there than D Rose, and D Rose's team option is this year. Evan's money's guaranteed for next year, so that's a so that probably won't happen. So pretty much, I know Dedmon isn't expiring, but I mean it's Dedmon makes 4 million, Richardson makes 12 million, so that's probably not going to work. I'm pretty sure Dedmon is non-guaranteed, so he's not expiring. So the Heat, Dedmon probably not. Celtics probably not. I don't know. People say, "Oh, he's not been good," but he's been good for San Antonio. People just haven't been paying attention because San Antonio's been garbage. But Josh Richardson's been good. I mean, that's what they want. Any team I think can get that. Any team like the Celtics, the Cavaliers, Mavs, they could all use a Josh Richardson. I feel like even my Golden State Warriors could use a Josh Richardson. The Mavericks, the Timberwolves could be a team I'd watch out for. You could trade like Jay and Noel and a pick, second round pick. So that's a good price. Andre Iguodala talked about LeBron James' performance in Game 1 of the 2018 Finals. It is the best game I've ever seen in my life. So back to talk about LeBron James' performance in the 2018 Game 1 of the Finals. J.R. Smith should have won Best Support Actor the way he sold that game. He carried hard all season in the playoffs just to get sold by George Hill and J.R. Smith. George Hill missing that free throw, and then J.R. Smith, like a pendejo, runs the ball out, wastes the clock when the game's tied instead of trying to go back up and put a layup in for the win. And it's probably the greatest basketball game ever played by LeBron James, just to have it wasted. And that's pretty high praise from a great defender in Andre Iguodala. It's just he got sold by his teammates in that game. The Spurs are not expected to keep Dwayne Dedmon, so they gained a second for taking on his salary. Like, it was a salary dump move. I'm pretty sure this was yesterday. This move happened. They got a second for him. The Spurs are not expected to keep Dwayne Dedmon, so the Heat just traded him to the Spurs, and the Spurs are basically going to trade him back. Apparently, he got traded about a day or two ago. I never knew this happened. So, yeah. A report the Miami Heat are interested in PJ Washington. So, I think this could be a decent move. The Heat are report Miami Heat have been interested in every player for 3 years now. They're interested in everyone in the league. Like, I just don't think it's gonna happen. They're interested in everyone, but nothing happens. I don't think the Heat are gonna make a big trade. The only player I'd see him trade is probably Kyle Lowry. But even then, I don't know if anybody'd want him. Kevin Durant was upset when Kyrie Irving asked for a trade per Brian Windhorst. Quote, but the question I don't have the answer to, and I'm not going to try to get in Kevin's head. Was he upset at the Nets, or was he upset at Kyrie? So per Brian Windhorst, apparently Kevin Durant was upset when Kyrie asked for a trade. But he asked for a trade himself. And he's mad because he wanted out first. Remember, Kevin Durant asked for a trade. I expected him to be happy his teammates left, obviously. But I feel like it's the Nets most likely. They lost 2 stars because of mismanagement, and now it's just Kevin Durant there. But you got Cam Thomas, good rising young player, but you got Nick Claxton, a pretty good player. He's definitely improved this year, but the team low-key can get better, though. But I feel like he might be gone by the summer. The Mavericks are looking to move JaVale McGee. I forgot he was in the league. I forgot he was even in the league at this point. Maybe a Warriors reunion, I don't know. The Lakers, maybe, if he gets bought out. We'll see. The Denver Nuggets have registered some interest in trading for Cam Reddish, per Ian Begley. Someone just make some trades. Outside that Kyrie, there hasn't really been another big trade yet. So let's get it going. Let's get some trades going. But the Nuggets can just go out there and be the second most active team in the deadline. Because you can move Bones Highland. And 2, you got your $9.2 million trade exception. They can put win now bench pieces. They can literally get win now bench pieces. Now if the West looks kind of a bit weak, because they're definitely the favorites right now in the West. So they can just go out there and be the second most active team, because you can trade Bones Highland and you got that $9.2 million trade exception. But people say, oh, he's not going to be in a playoff rotation. Well, good thing it's the Knicks then. But I feel it would be a really good, that team would be so good defensively. Stephen A. Smith says Russ Westbrook has been a great asset, or whatever the fuck it says, the article. Has been an asset off the bench and should stay in LA for the rest of the season. Stephen A. Smith has never had a good take in his life. No one cares what Stephen A. Smith thinks, and yes, he's been pretty decent off the bench, but he's a net negative on the court, man. Like, come on. Some inside Miami Heat organization think OG Anunoby is already a top 22-way player per report. Wow, thank you, Captain Obvious. But honestly, really underrated, and top 20. Are there even 22-way players in the league? But there's 16 that are, guess you can say, stars / superstars. So, of course. But I think he is. I mean, I'd hope he's a top 22-way player, the way it sounds like he's going to get a big trade package. But I feel like he's beyond underrated. Like, he's tied first with 2.1 steals a game, and he's shooting 37% on over 5 threes a game. He's still an NBA player. Only player in the NBA with those 3 stats. So, yeah. Kyrie Irving was the first Maverick player to arrive at today's practice in LA, per Callie Caplan. Greatness arrived early, so he was the first player there. He'll be leaving again this summer, so, yeah. But it's going to be interesting seeing him play his first game with them. ESPN will dedicate a full day of cross-platform coverage to the Boston Celtics on March 1st. So, I don't know why they're doing this, in my opinion. I think it's kind of unnecessary. But I think they do it once a year with a team. Last year it was Memphis. I'm asking questions like, why March 1st? Like, Kyrie on leaving Brooklyn, pretty much on why he left. He said, there are times that I felt really disrespected, and quote, he was disrespected, but he was also ungrateful, in my opinion. I guess there was a very strong reason for that. You disrespected your whole team and organization by being a clown. You disrespected the whole religion. And he's the most disrespectful player out there, and he just needs to stop crying. Like, he destroys franchises. Like, he's a great skilled basketball player, but he just destroys franchises. And he also had this quote, I work extremely hard at what I do. No one ever talks about my work ethic. Everyone talks about what I'm doing off the court. Quote Kyrie Irving. And yes, there's no lies here. He really thinks he does nothing wrong to deserve criticism, and it's amazing. Like, he does so much stuff to deserve this criticism. And he played 52% of his games as a net. Like, he does spend enough time on the floor for us to talk about. And Kyrie also said he can't focus too much on what could have been or what he should be when it comes to not being traded to the Lakers. Mavs really traded all that for a 4-month rental. They traded away their future for a first-round exit, and then he's going to leave. So Cam Reddish is most likely to be dealt by Thursday's deadline, and if not, bought out in the aftermath. So I'm pretty sure the Knicks already have offers on the table for Cam. Would be pretty crazy if he had to be bought out. I'm pretty sure there's already offers to get traded. I've never seen more trade rumors and teams interested in a guy who doesn't play. I mean, he just doesn't get minutes. He just didn't get minutes on the Knicks. The Bucks are interested in Derrick Rose, so maybe a backup veteran point guard. Get Derrick Rose his championship ring. Derrick Rose might finally get that ring. Make it happen. Let's get this man a ring. If my Warriors can't get a ring, I'd like to see Derrick Rose get one. Cam Thomas last night had 43 points. His last 3 games are 43 points, 47 points, 44 points. 3 straight 40-plus point games. He's the youngest player in NBA history to score 40 points in 3 straight games. He has been absolutely phenomenal. People say, "Ooh, what's his record in those games?" No KD, Dinwiddie, Dorian. He has to play with Ben Simmons. Like, they really got a good young guard for the future. Jaren Jackson Jr. has 20 blocks in his last 4 games, 5 blocks, 4 blocks, 6 blocks, 5 blocks. Must be inflated stats by his scorekeeper. Are you sure? And he has an 0-4 record, and he doesn't get many rebounds. That's not even crazy, to be honest. The Warriors could save $131 million if they trade James Wiseman per John Hollinger, but his potential is worth more than $131 million. But I don't know about that. But a misleading headline, that means they will save $131 million in luxury tax penalties, basically. So this is kind of a misleading thing here. LeBron James broke the NBA's all-time scoring record last night. He now has 38,388 points. He broke Kareem's record, so congratulations. He got congratulations from LeBron, Curry, the Warriors, Rihanna, Drake, the James family. So yeah. Cavs made a tribute video. So yeah. Darvin Ham and Lakers, a lot of times the attention was all about trying to get Bron the record as opposed to just playing natural basketball. So this is a cop out. Bro can't coach. Rotations are terrible. The list goes on. And he went 13 from 20 in the floor. Your problem was unnecessary turnovers, awful rotations, and he gave you an efficient 40 through 3 quarters. And the game was tied after the record was broken. Just a terrible look from Darvin Ham, basically. And LeBron basically said he's the greatest player of all time. So yeah, yeah. There's a belief that Matisse Thybulle will be moved before Thursday's 3 p.m. trade deadline per Popeye Sixers. There's rumors he was going to be traded, and it's most likely going to happen. One of the elite defenders, though, in the NBA. And he's a 2-time All-NBA defender. He's definitely tradable. I feel like Dallas would be a perfect spot. The Raptors, Pelicans, and Timberwolves are showing some level of interest in Bones Hyland. Bones would fit well with the Raptors, in my opinion, if they were to let go of Van Vliet. The Raptors should definitely trade for him, because I think it'd be a good fit. The Celtics, Nuggets, Suns, and Wizards are showing interest in Jae'Sean Tate. He'd be great on a contender, but Rockets fans need to ride if he's traded for Eric Gordon. It would be a great pickup, though, for the Celtics. Good, reliable option off the bench. And Dario Saric is on the Miami Heat's radar. I don't know why they want to trade for Dario Saric, but yeah. So yeah, until next time, Michael Hot. Peace.